Good evening, and you're listening to Faces for Radio with James Evans,
Miles Poole,
and Alex Stratton-Lake.
Wow, what a show we've got for you today. If you're in a car, buckle your seatbelts, not just because it's a legal requirement, but because it is going to be a bumpy ride.
Is that a good thing?
What do you mean?
Is it being a bumpy ride? Is that a saying which relates to positive occurrences? I thought I was like fearful ones.
No,
like...
it just relates to eventful occurrences, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard the phrase before. Haven't really thought.
It's definitely a phrase.
It is a phrase. There's no getting around that.
Okay then. Well, I'm glad we've established that.
Yeah. Good. Well, yeah, like I say, we've got one hell of a show for you today, and there's something else about today.
Yeah. After last week, after all the positive feedback about the celebrating that guy's birthday, King Miguel's birthday, we thought we'd celebrate something else today.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Today is World Hello Day.
Hello. That was supposed to be in unison, wasn't it? Should we try it again? Hello.
Okay. You guys give me no warning whatsoever.
Hello. 3, 2, 1. Hello. There we go.
That was nice.
Third time lucky, in fact.
Yeah.
That's a phrase.
Yeah. So, what was World Hello Day about?
Encouraging world leaders to embrace the power of communication over war.
By saying hello.
That's not really embracing communication, is it? Because if the conversation stops at hello, then where's that got you?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that how World War II started? They're just like, hello. Oh, that's it. I've
had enough. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not a military historian, but 100% sure that's how things went down.
So it's not really going to be a theme for today, is it? It's just
not at all.
In mind.
It's just we have a related prize to give away.
Oh yeah, we do actually.
What is the prize for this week? I've forgotten.
It's a card.
Oh yes, a greeting card.
Yeah, it's a greeting card of sorts.
There we go. That's the best kind.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like you're saying hello to someone, but through the medium of text. And
what? What are you talking about?
Well, a card, isn't it? You're saying hi, but
to be fair,
writing it rather than saying it.
I've never got a greetings card that just says hello.
No.
I don't think I've ever got a greetings card.
Usually says dear.
I think we're going to struggle to find a greetings card which just says hello, aren't we?
We'll do it.
We'll do our best.
Well, I'm sure we'll manage it.
We still haven't found the crown. That's on its way. Well, it's not, but it's on its way, theoretically speaking, metaphorically speaking, just not literally. Brilliant.
Right.
Should we have a song?
I think we should have a song.
What have we got?
Ellie Goulding, Figure 8.
Splendid.
That was a dancey number, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was indeed. I'm not used to those.
With Figure 8. It was
a little bit out of our comfort zone, maybe.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
Well, I can imagine enjoying it heavily under the influence of alcohol.
It's difficult not to enjoy things heavily under the influence of alcohol, to be honest, though, isn't it? That's not really saying much about stuff.
No, I suppose so.
It's almost a compliment. I wouldn't really like to be seen condoning the use of listening to bad songs.
Under the use of alcohol, or just generally?
Just generally. Okay. So I'm not going to agree with you on that, James.
Are you not going to comment?
I'm not going to comment, no.
Right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Just a little technical aside, could you turn my studio headphones down? Because they are deafening me.
I don't know which it is.
You don't know the right button?
I don't know the right thing. I wouldn't.
Guys, this isn't professional.
Well, no, but they are really deafening.
Well, take them off then.
Well, I don't feel confident without the headphones on.
Why?
The headphones are
you can hear your own voice anyway because it echoes throughout the room.
Well, does everyone mind speaking more quietly then?
I can try.
It's the one which says studio headphones on it. That's
this.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's too low. I need it higher than that.
There?
Nah, that'll do. Yeah,
this is not radio. This is not radio.
That's fine.
I think this is probably at least the fourth week in a row James has had complaints about his headphones. I think he's just too high maintenance.
I think someone should come in and check them before we go on
Wink.
air. Someone should check them. They should give us some snacks, some water.
We're not allowed.
No, because if we had snacks here, you would just spend the show nibbling on them, and then all people would be able to hear is.
Yeah, you say nibbling, it'd be more of a graze. Who says I'm not eating whilst the tracks are on and the listeners don't know about it?
You probably are as well.
Okay, well, you know I'm not because you're here. You're looking right at me.
There's a computer in the way.
Okay, right. I'm hiding from you.
You can do it sneakily.
I don't want to face your wrath. Right, what have we got? We got a feature, haven't we?
We've got. Shall I do the? I'll do the jingle.
Yeah, I was about to say we've got a feature which doesn't have a jingle to it at the moment. We're struggling. We're struggling.
We're trying a lot of different. We've been trying a lot of different
Variations
on the tune.
Have you got a new one for us,
This
Miles?
is this week's one. Would I tell the truth to you?
Oh, it's got like dubstep.
Yeah,
got like that.
yeah. Well, I suppose in keeping with the dance track we had earlier.
Yeah.
The dance track. I sound about 80 at dance number. Jesus.
This popular music.
Can't be dealing with it. Right, it's Miles and Alec with the Would I Tell the Truth to You this week.
Mm-hmm.
In Would I Tell the Truth to You, both Miles and Alec will tell a story of woe, and it's up to the listeners, with help of my interrogative questioning, to guess who's telling the truth. Miles, what should the listeners message or text into?
Anything, but if they want us to get the message, 075 071 87777 77.
That's for the texts.
Yeah.
If you,
that's the email address.
You're going to confuse them. They're not.
They're simple-minded creatures.
They're not intelligent people.
And the text number is studio@radio.warwick.ac.uk.
That joke has just messed everything up. We're not going to get any texts and emails now, solely for that reason, not because of the poor output.
Right.
Can we have another 5-minute discussion on the volume of our headphones?
Well, mine are still a bit loud. So
I've actually got an interesting fact today.
Yeah,
I'm wearing odd socks.
That's an interesting fact.
That's an interesting thing to talk about.
That's nothing to do with the feature. Right, let's go to the Would You...
Actually, I've got an even more interesting fact.
Dear me.
I never wear pairs of socks.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Goes against my creed.
What's your creed? Do you even know what a creed is?
Never wear pairs of socks.
Always give...
It's more a philosophy.
Always give 1 in every 2 socks to charity. That's a way of life. That's a good way of life.
That's a good way of life, yeah.
Yeah.
In what time period? You end up just giving them all away, surely.
No, every time you buy socks, give half them away.
Is that how you live your life?
Yeah, I always give the left one away.
Right. Well, that's okay. That's great. Back to the feature. Back to the feature because we're
sidetracked here. Yeah,
going off on a tangent.
Who wants to go first?
Well, the theme this week is sleeping rough, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
I got locked out this week.
James, it's not your turn.
Sorry.
In fact, you're not even involved in this feature.
I do want to moan about this at some stage. But anyway, we'll go to... Who are we going to first? We're going to Alec first.
We're going to me. Okay. My story is after some late night celebrations,
Yeah.
I ended up spending a night in the Asda supermarket.
Right. Okay. Did you? Sorry, I won't ask you any questions yet. We'll go straight to Miles for his story.
I went round to a friend's house, stayed around a friend's house one night, and the next morning I woke up in the garden.
Right. Brilliant. Alex at Asda, you're in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Up to me to ask interrogative questions to aid the listeners in their deciphering of who's telling the truth.
Take your best shot, James.
Right, Alec.
Yep.
Why Asda?
It was the only place I knew which would be open at that time. It was very late. I was locked out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, Asda's the only 24/7 place around.
Yeah.
Go there.
Okay. Just follow-up question to that. Do you not have any friends?
I don't see how that's related to the topic, James.
Well, I'll tell you how it's related, because when I was locked out, bringing it back to me, when I was locked out, a friend took me in. Were none of your friends prepared to do this?
Well, I mean, when I discovered that I was locked out, it was very late in the night, and I didn't want to wake up people by kind of banging on doors and ringing on doorbells. Yeah. Unlike yourself.
No, I didn't do that. I put a message out on Facebook, but it's not about me. It's about you. So that's fine. Right, Miles. How did you end up in the garden again? Did you tell us that?
Why? I tried to ask my friends if they knew, and they said that they didn't, but I found it hard to believe them.
So you're at a friend's house sleeping over, and you just woke up there?
Yeah, I fell asleep on the floor in my friend's room. And I woke up on their trampoline.
Okay. And what conclusions have you come to about this?
Never stay there again.
Do you suspect any one of them in particular?
No, there was a few of us there that time. Could have been any one of them.
Of course, there's always the outside possibility that it was an alien abduction, and the aliens just got lazy on returning you and just thought, let's leave me leave you on the trampoline.
Could have been ants. Could have been an army of ants just carried me out.
Yeah.
That's also possible.
Possible, but it doesn't seem particularly plausible.
No. I probably believe yours. Your one more. The aliens one.
Oh, the alien. Oh, right. So you're starting to believe that now. Okay.
That could be it.
Great.
Never really got to the bottom of it.
Okay. Alec, back to Asda one more time.
Okay.
Where in Asda did you stay over? Did you just sleep in between aisles, or?
Well, like the Asda in Reading, which is where I live, is kind of like a big complex. So it's got the Asda
mattress store in it.
Unfortunately not. It's got an Asda. It's got loads of other stores, and kind of connecting the stores is this long corridor.
Yeah,
open, wide corridor, and there's some chairs there, and I just kind of perched up and set up shop there. I didn't set up shop. I just went to sleep.
You slept on a chair. Yeah.
Yep.
Good night's sleep, would you say?
I definitely got a few hours of sleep, which made me happy. Yeah.
Well, not happy, but less
miserable.
Less miserable than you would have been.
I'd like to put a positive spin on it, but yeah, less miserable.
What woke you up? Like people coming in the morning?
Yeah, turns out Asda's quite a busy, noisy place in the morning.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, no. So yeah, it was. I think like some kids may have started poking me as well.
Just checking you weren't dead.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Brilliant. Right. Well, those are both intriguing and nonsensical stories. I, for one, don't believe either of you, but if the listeners would like to have their say, they can text in.
studio@radio.warwick.at.
No, they can text in
075 071 87777.
or they can email in
studio@radio.warwick.ac.uk.
Smashing. Right, should we have another track?
I think we should. What have we got? We've got...
You say it as if you don't know. I'm relying on you sitting there to have it queued up and waiting and intro it.
There's 3 songs in front of me. One of them we've already played. The other one I have no idea what it is.
Okay, well, play the one which you haven't played and do know.
Okay.
Something so small, who'd have thought? After all, it's rock and roll.
That was Frank Turner, I Still Believe.
And I still do. And I'm going to see him on Saturday. And I know you told me not to talk about this, but I'm so excited.
Oh, so excited. You got an interview with him as well.
I have got an interview with him, and we might play a bit of that interview on this show.
Oh,
yeah.
So keep tuning in. Yeah, keep tuning in.
Good.
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, I've been a big fan for a while now, and this is my chance to, propose. So
I hope he's not listening.
I very much
get an email later.
I've got
to cancel the interview.
I seriously doubt he's listening.
Yeah.
Imagine
if he was though.
He's probably not.
He'd probably turn off after he heard his own voice. Everyone hates listening to their own voice.
I don't know about
why
that.
Is it not like
I love listening to my own voice. Sorry, Alec.
Why do people find it odd to like their own. Like, if you've written music,
Yeah.
why is it odd for you to then listen to that music?
Hmm.
Well,
weird, isn't it?
Frank's personal philosophy is that he writes the songs which he himself would want to listen to. So I assume he does like the music which he creates. So.
Oh, the snobbery. You're so proud of yourself, aren't you?
I am. Right, we've got some texts and emails in, haven't we?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shall I do them now?
Yeah, we'll read them out now.
First one from a chap called Nolly.
Mm-hmm.
Great name.
Great name.
His message is Heart, Ellie Goulding, Heart. So that's
And James' response is,
that's restored my faith in humanity.
Typical Nolly. Typical Nolly.
So, okay. No comment.
yep.
No, moving on. We'll move on. Don't feed the troll.
We're gonna
move swiftly on to the next text.
Kind of reward Nolly by not playing anything which sounds like Ellie Goulding ever again.
Sounds like a good reward.
Unless we have to. We should stress to Nolly that we didn't choose to play that song. You're listening to the wrong show. Right.
And we have a second text from Dan. I would have to go with Miles, mainly because the idea of Miles being carried away slowly by ants is too hilarious not to believe. On a side note, very good song choice.
I assume he's referring to Frank rather
I hope
than Ellie.
he's referring to Frank Turner, yeah. I'm sure he is.
Otherwise, we have got completely the wrong audience. I mean, that would just be awful.
Well, perhaps this is a new demographic we can tap into. You know, perhaps we can go from hundreds of YouTube views to billions if we start playing more Ellie Goulding.
Sorry, you say go from hundreds of YouTube views to millions. We don't.
I said billions.
I'm sorry, to billions. Sorry. Well, firstly, I mean, no. And secondly, we've not started on hundreds of views.
No, we have.
No, we haven't. Because you guys are so slow at posting the shows up.
Oh, right.
It's
our fault. It's our fault,
just
isn't
part of the snobbery again, James. Honestly,
do you want to know how many views our last show has on YouTube currently?
Not really.
16.
What?
We've got
16.
almost 2,000 overall. That's not
all
bad.
right. Well, we can't talk about
That's
overall,
hundreds.
can we? We can talk about where we are now and where this show's going. I think we need a meeting. Right. Anyway,
We're having a mid-show crisis.
Onward with our newest feature.
The latest, newest feature.
It's Alex Gadgets. Should we have the jingle?
Alex Gadget.
Brilliant.
That's good.
Nice.
What have you got for us this week?
This week, it's a small implement. Something you have to put on your body. A little earpiece.
Oh, okay.
You wondered where I was going with that.
Yeah, I
did. Little earpiece. Basically, it activates whenever you engage in conversation and the other person in the conversation starts talking about really boring subjects. And basically what the earpiece does is it translates whatever they're saying into something interesting. And that way you never have a boring moment.
That's a good idea.
Because imagine, like, you dread having conversations with some people, don't you? You just dread it.
I can think of a couple.
Don't be looking at me and Miles right now. And that would just alleviate that problem.
Yeah. Few questions.
Go on then.
Does what you hear in the earpiece have any resemblance to what they're saying?
Well, it depends how boring it is. I mean,
So theoretically, it could just fill it with something completely different.
Yeah.
That's kind of dangerous.
If
you're in a lecture that's important for an exam, and then you go into the exam and start talking about like Transformers and T-Rexes and stuff.
That's true.
Well, I'd say more dangerous is maybe sort of driving test theory or, things like that. Things that matter.
I suppose you wouldn't have to have
everyone's
it in
safety.
all the time.
No.
I mean, I suppose you could take it out if you thought, probably
Makes sense.
should listen to this.
What we could do is, if we get this gadget up and running, we could give it to all our audience. At the start of the show, tell them to put their earpiece in now. And then we'd be
massively popular.
Yeah, we could have billions of views on YouTube.
Okay, there we go.
Gotta have high
That's our
ambitions.
solution.
I think it's a good idea.
Thank you, Miles.
I just feel like conversation as we know it would break down almost instantaneously when this went to market.
But you've made loads of money from it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but mean, using it with... I mean, isn't this just like playing music in your ear when someone just starts boring you? You're just blanking them out for something you find more entertaining.
That's what.
No,
that's
but
what I sometimes do.
you're still talking back at them. It just wouldn't be to do with what they're saying.
Yeah, but you can do that with headphones in, playing music anyway. You could just sort of start saying things at someone.
Start shouting the lyrics at them.
Yeah.
And they just get scared and run away.
It's less obvious though, isn't it?
That's true.
An earpiece than headphones.
Okay, how about an earpiece that plays music? Sorry, I don't want to... I mean, you've got one fan. I feel like I should be playing devil's advocate and, pointing out the rather obvious flaws in this design.
Okay, but what happens if your own music starts boring you? Then the earpiece can start playing music which is interesting to you.
Well, just play something else.
Would that be some sort of piracy?
What do you mean?
If you started listening to the music you own and it gets boring, and then it starts playing a song that you don't own.
Well, perhaps I could limit it so it just it translates things into interesting conversations. So if you're listening to boring music, it would translate that music into an interesting conversation.
That's a very good idea.
Right.
Miles is loving it. I've already got one customer.
Like
so if you were listening to, say, the Ellie Goulding track Starry Eyed, she's there going, oh, everybody's starry eyed. You go, oh, for God's sake. it starts, you get this sort of Brian Cox voice in your ear talking about the astronomy of the solar system.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. You've talked me round.
There we go. Sorted.
I want one.
Fantastic. Well,
if the audience want one, text in. And we'll get a load shipped out to everyone.
And text in telling us whether or not you think Miles or Alec are telling the truth.
Yeah.
Did Miles wake up in a garden after attending a sleepover? Was it all male, a sleepover?
Yeah, it was quite a long time ago when I didn't talk to girls.
Or did Alex seek solace in his local supermarket?
Text in to 075 071 87777 or email studio@radio.warwick.ac.uk.
Fantastic.
Great.
We got another song? Yeah.
I think we should have another song. What we've got here is we've got Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus.
Great song.
Good evening, this is Miles Poole with today's top stories. A man who threatened shop staff with a spoon in an Aberdeen robbery has been jailed for 20 months. Matthew White admitted threatening 2 shop workers at Hamerton store in Aberdeen with violence and pretended to have a knife, but the 26-year-old who had just got out of prison actually just had a spoon. A pavement in Guildford Avenue caught fire this week in a disastrous cabling accident. Homeowners on the street lost power this week when their underground power network set ablaze, but they didn't mind too much because the flaming concrete outside kept the entire street lit. Also, it was daytime. The spokesperson added, "We would like to apologise for any inconvenience caused and thank the community for their patience whilst we carried out the repairs. Now over to Miles for the sports." Thank you, Miles. This last week's season of AFC Telford did or not lose their 2-0 draw with football sports team of the Harriers and rivals Kidderminster Harriers Football Club. The Bucks did enough to draw and was a goal up and Marvin Johnson's stoppage time in 8 minutes. The substitute was in the victory and Ryan Rowe goal crossed it and goal side before the red card. They tried to walk it in. It was an offside handball for the midfielder crossbar, but the goalie penalty skied it. In the third half, the away team tried to put the visitors ahead, but a header denied the referee, and at the end of the day, they did enough to get 3 points. Tune in next time for another FFR newscast. Thanks for listening.
I'm speechless. That was astonishing.
You shouldn't be allowed to report the sports anymore, to be honest.
No,
I think we're telling them, the people, what they need to know.
We're telling them what
You probably had all the information there, but it wasn't in the right order. You got half of it right, I suppose.
They drew
well done for that.
Right, let's be fair. Sentences aren't his speciality. Okay, some people
I'm just
great at formulating sentences.
I'm
Miles,
just not sentence good.
Just not up to it. Just not up to it.
And that's why we have you on the show.
Brilliant.
Oh, there we go. So, never again. Not sports again.
Nah. Well, we'll see what the listeners think.
Yeah.
See what the listeners think.
Let us know.
Let the listeners decide.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to get some listeners, and then we're going to let them decide.
Brilliant. Now we got listeners. I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of them now.
Go on then.
Going to give a shout out to Dave, who's cycling. As per usual.
Same day as last week.
Yes,
That's your
same day
father
as-
again, isn't it?
It is my dad, yeah. He's coming to the gig, Frank Turner gig. So looking forward to that. And
Aren't you going to see Frank Turner this week?
I am, yeah. If I mentioned
Are you?
that, yeah.
Are you a fan of Frank
I forgot
Turner?
that.
I am a bit of a fan, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
didn't
little
know
bit of a fan. Yeah.
If only you got to interview him.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, I do get to interview him. That's brilliant. I'm going to give a shout out to Mac as well, who's listening from Coventry.
Shout out. There we go.
Yep. So stay tuned. Thanks for listening. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you chuckling?
I'm not. Right. What have we got now? We've got chat and texts. Texts.
Is that not what we're doing now?
No, we've got to read texts.
Okay, go on.
And emails, actually.
All right,
Not just
we got a
texts.
few in, have we?
We've got all sorts of things.
Okay, let's have.
Right.
Where's your head, Miles? Where's it gone? What's happened to you?
Just here.
Come on, let's have them.
First one. Late night trampoline session sounds right up Miles's alley. True story right there from Andrew.
What?
Hang on. Miles doesn't explain at all how he ended up in a garden.
It was the ants or the aliens or one of my friends.
Why is that believable?
Because it could have been. You haven't given me 3 reasons why you could have slept in Asda.
Okay.
I've given you 3 reasons.
Right, that's how it works, is
Each
it?
is less plausible than the last.
Okay.
Right, and another message from Laura. I think Alex Gadget is more dangerous for relationships. I like my boyfriend to at least pretend he's interested in what I'm saying. She's got me.
You do a rubbish job of pretending to be interested in what she's saying as well, because I've seen you. You've just got this sort of glazed over look, and you're not putting in any work. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cheers for that, Miles.
Yeah.
I'll apologise to Laura. I don't tend to consider what the gadget would have implications for relationships
fair,
because I haven't been in one. For so very long.
You have been in one, but just not for a while.
It's been a long time.
All right, yeah,
It's been a very long time.
keep it light. All right, let's just. All right, we tried. All right, but we did Alex Love Shack last Valentine's Day, and that was successful.
That was successful.
That was successful.
We
When's
got at least-
Valentine's Day again?
We got at least no text in that show.
At least no text.
But no, to be fair, I do pretend to be interested.
Okay, well,
So, in my defence,
in your defence, you do pretend to be interested in what she has to say. Great, that's fantastic.
if you want to text or email in, 075 071 87777 or studio@radio.work.ac.uk. So, keep that in mind. I'm not saying it again. I might do once.
Oh,
If you
you
have-
tease, Miles.
If you have any thoughts on Alex Gadget, on the Would I Tell the Truth to You, do send them in. If you've got any idea why Laura is still going out with Miles after this completely disgraceful behaviour, send that in as well.
Oh.
And if you've got any idea why Alex's been single for so long, I mean, we're all ears, really. We're all ears on this show. Have we got another? Wait, no, we haven't got another song.
We
have
haven't
we?
got another song yet. Not yet. You're jumping the gun.
Okay.
Hold your horses, James. Right.
We've got our flagship feature right now.
Oh, we have, haven't we?
Would you?
What?
It's,
Oh yeah.
For God's sake!
you repeat what I say.
God, it's been a while.
It's been a week.
That's quite a while.
Yeah, my memory only stretches back to 5 days.
Okay, right.
Right.
Try it again.
Right. Let's go again. Would you
Rather?
Beautiful.
Good stuff.
As per usual.
Yeah. Always good. That bit of the show.
That 10-second segment when you get it right is quite good.
Well, you should cut that bit out and just upload that little bit to YouTube this week.
I might well do.
Yeah.
I might well do, yeah.
That's it.
Do you want to tell the listeners what the Would You Rather is? Because I've forgotten it.
Miles?
James has forgotten it.
I don't want to take the blame for this one.
Okay, right. Well, the Would You Rather this week is, would you rather only communicate via interpretive dance or through unintelligible sounds?
There's so many holes in this idea.
What? Because there isn't to all the previous ones.
Being made of paper or glass, or having a narrator follow you around, or...
Is a noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course
Can
it's a
you
noise.
just use and just for Can you nod? Is that an interpretive dance?
That's an interpretive dance, yeah.
That's not
So
an
many questions.
That's not a dance.
Okay, we'll rule out dance moves and sounds which could be positive or negative.
Okay. What about a rain dance? I'd see that as negative.
That's fine.
Unless I was in a dry country.
That's
I'd say
fine.
it's positive.
That's fine. You can have your rain dance.
I love that logic. That's amazing.
You can have that. So you going with the dance?
I haven't decided.
You're going with the sound?
Are you a good dancer, Miles?
Oh yeah. I can do spins and
I've
jumps.
seen him on the dance floor. He can't do spins or jumps.
Because you've got quite long limbs. haven't
Quite
you, Miles?
gangly.
Yeah. I can
You
imagine
are
you doing a
quite-
good like robot dance.
You're quite lanky, as it
like
goes.
a lanky robot.
Sort of lanky robot freak. Nerd boy. Lanky robot freak nerd boy. That's how I would describe you on the dance only on the dance floor. Off it, you're also
Off the dance floor, I'd describe you as a not lanky geek nerd boy freakazoid.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on, guys. Can we call it a truce now? Because I don't want you to move on to me.
Alright, four eyes.
We all wear glasses.
Who's wearing
Not
glasses
right now.
today?
Well, I can
So,
take.
Hey, four eyes. Hey.
I'm not enjoying this show anymore. Ow! James has just punched me.
punch him again. Put his head down the toilet.
Oh, there isn't a toilet.
Do it.
Oh, is that the only reason why you wouldn't?
Yeah, that is the only thing that's stopping me. If he said it, we're on air, it's a pressure environment, I probably would.
We're on radio.
Oh, I know, it'd be amusing.
No one would know what's going on.
They'd hear the flush, they'd hear you, like,
Gargling.
writhing around. Yeah.
And then shouting that we want your pocket money. And then they'd, yeah.
I wish I had some money at the moment. That's a separate topic. We've moved away from the Richard Rather.
We've done bullying, we've done my
We
dad
don't-
drawing up a spreadsheet of my bullying.
We
in
don't
the first
condone
series.
bullying
No.
at all.
Oh, is
Unless it's a Valak, then it's fine.
Yeah, then it's absolutely fine. It's encouraged.
Four eyes freak boy.
All right, Lanky. All right, anyway.
What's going on? I thought we were all
Would you-
chums.
Would you...
What? I thought we'd already done... What?
I'm just trying to get us back onto topic.
Okay, yes, sorry. Okay, I'd rather the noises.
Yeah.
I'd rather communicate through noise.
Yeah.
Explain. No, that's just. I was asking for you to explain why you picked that, not just make some noises.
Well, you heard that noise.
That's
Yep.
him communicating to
And
He's practicing. He's
I've
getting ahead of the game
got a
already.
wide range. That's what I was trying to express there.
And you don't have a wide range of interpretive dances.
No, my dance moves are limited to just me sort of... I do this sort of thing with my hands.
Just sort of like a...
This sort of rapper
Sort of
type move
like
where
you're
you sort of
wafting,
flail
like-
around.
It's kind of like you're having a fit, isn't it?
Oh,
When you get into it,
I mean, people have worried in the past. I suppose. But
when you're in mid dance, you go, James, you okay?
yeah, well, the people have asked if I'm okay, but I wouldn't say it's like having a fit. That's a bit far.
Have you taken all you need to take for today, James?
Oh dear, no, we're not going down this
Right.
this road. It's a dangerous road, treacherous path.
We've already talked about alcohol and bullying.
Yeah.
We don't want to get chucked off air.
No, we don't.
No. Right.
Well, anyway. Well, okay. I've laid my flag. Is that a thing? I've staked my ground.
State your claim.
I've staked my claim to
That
the
doesn't make any sense to this.
to the
really.
to the sounds. Who's next to make a comment?
This show's falling apart.
It really is. We seem to have a good show every other week. Maybe we should only upload those. I think that's what we might do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel if that's a slippery path, if we just only upload good shows, then
There's going to be very little output. Dear me.
Right.
okay. Well, I'm getting us back on track. I'm going for interpretive dance.
Yeah?
Yes,
Why?
'cause I'm beautiful. That's why. I know. I just think I enjoy flinging myself about, and I think that would give me an excuse to do so in all occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all situations.
Fair enough.
Great.
Do you not feel that there's an advantage to noise over movement for communication?
No.
No?
No.
Do explain.
I think they're about the same. I'd like to be able to do interpretive dance and noises.
Well, you can't. You've got to choose. That's the point of the feature.
Yeah.
Okay,
Would you rather Not
I'd like
maybe
both.
or yeah.
Okay.
Well, this has thrown Miles off.
Thanks for
He
that.
wasn't aware of this.
Thanks for that insightful input,
Well,
Miles.
I'm completely thrown off now.
Have we got a song?
I'm going to flip a coin. Heads is dance. Tails is noises. What was tails? Noises. I'm going to go for the noises.
Okay, great.
I'm with
Well-
James on this.
Great.
On the topic
Okay.
of noises, shall we play another song?
I think we should.
This is another noise. This is Kasabian Clubfoot.
It's a good noise.
Great noise.
That was Kasabian Clubfoot.
Good song.
Not bad. I like it.
Good song, actually.
Yeah.
Bit of an odd end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just sort of cuts off.
It's kind of like an accordion player dying. Or something. It's a bit weird.
That's
That's good.
your
That's a good review of the
music
song.
criticism. Brilliant.
Maybe that should be a new feature.
Alex Music Review.
That song by Ellie Goulding sounds like a bag of cats dying.
Hey. Oh, I've just realised something.
What?
Oh, no, don't worry. No.
Miles, have we got any
Miles, we've got
texts?
texts.
We do. We've got a couple of texts. One from Laura. I would express myself through interpretive dance. I'd be super fit and mysterious.
Already are, Laura. Already are.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
It would be good for you.
yeah, it would be good for you.
Being active.
Yeah,
Doing.
keep active, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
So, there we go. What else we got?
We've got another one. Noise over dance. I also think Alex Gadget should become the prize for the subsequent week's show.
Well,
I don't think that's a good idea because we're going to give one to everyone anyway.
we won't be giving them, we'll be selling them, Miles.
Well,
We're
you're
making
not-
a lot of money out of
Okay,
this.
you're not allowed to listen unless you've bought one. Maybe we should buy 3 and put them on the microphones.
Ooh,
that's not
I
a
like
bad
it.
idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's good.
I do have to invent this first. This is just the idea, mind.
Yeah, it
Most
might be done by next week.
Most of
surely.
your inventions are at the ideas stage, aren't they?
No, the
Yeah,
shoes
most,
have been
but
done
not
now.
all. Not all.
You can get the those height adjusting shoes now in
Well, I've got the shoe part.
Clarks.
Superdrug near you.
I've got.
Super drug.
I've invented the shoe part. I just need like the bit which adjusts the height.
Okay, halfway there.
Yeah.
Halfway there at least.
Yeah. So that's moved past the idea stage.
Brilliant.
Good.
Any more texts, emails?
Don't think so.
I think we're all
No.
out. Only leaves us to give away the prize, then,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So
Who was telling the truth? Alec, did you sleep out at Asda, or Miles, did you sleep out in the garden?
I did, in fact, sleep in Asda.
it was Alec.
Ah,
So no one texted in guessing that. So we're gonna
Give the prize away anyway.
No, why should we be rewarding our listeners for getting it wrong?
because we just want to be nice to them.
Yeah.
You know.
We're just nice people.
Yeah.
Well, this greeting card won't have my name on it.
Well, we'll forge your name, so it will.
Oh, okay. Well, it will then. But I don't condone it.
But you'll appear to with the fake
Yeah.
signature. Okay, well, who are we giving it to?
We're giving it to Dan.
So well done, Dan.
well done,
on
Dan.
that sort of winning the competition.
Well done for getting it wrong.
You're the closest.
The closest.
you texted in. And a hello greetings card is on its way to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That just leaves us to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Nice
Shall
full
we-
circle there.
Shall we wrap up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are out of time, so it would prove
I
wise.
suppose we probably shouldn't we?
Thanks for listening to Faces for Radio.
I don't want to go.
Miles, go home.
Can we stay for another hour, please?
No, I know
got so
you
much
love it
more
here.
to
I know
say.
this is your best hour of the week, and you can't.
It's the only hour where I get up.
It's true, he's unconscious for the rest of the
we were going
time.
to have the radio meeting this week by my bed. Oh, was it this week?
No, last week.
Last week we were going to have it by my bedside because I was bed stricken. Is that a phrase?
Bedridden.
Bedridden.
Yeah, you were
I was
ill.
that. Yeah.
Mm. But you thought that was too weird.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Right, let's wrap up.
Let's wrap
no one
up.
wants to hear any more of this.
No. Shambolic nonsense.
You've been the listeners. I don't know why I said you've been. We've been Faces for Radio. I've been James Evans.
I've been Miles Poole.
And I'm still Alex Stratton-Lake.
Likes
Thanks.
on Facebook, YouTube, all that sort of stuff if you haven't already.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
And hello.
What? Do we have a song?
Yeah, we've got a song.
What's the song?
This song is The Lumineers' Hey Ho.
Right.
Right, goodbye.
Bye!